And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Coming up, Game 1 of the World Series on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Espérate, Vito, no estoy ocupado.
Just about ready to go and towing the slab, Tyler Glasnow. What do we have on him?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
And now the DH, George Springer. And a foul ball. Tap foul at the plate. And that misses. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him swinging.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Glasnow in his 8th season, 31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011. And he deals. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And that's in the dirt. 1 out, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. That is upstairs for ball 1. And another ball. He swings and fouls one off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
The next pitch misses. Ball 3. Alejandro Kirk hitting on deck circle. 2 out, space is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Down in order go the Blue Jays. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. This is the World Series on the show. Back here in LA, and towing the slab in this one, Max Scherzer.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And that one fouled off. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. So here's Scherzer. And a swing and a miss. One out.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mix it up to speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
Here's Mookie now. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
And it's even up. And there's the ball. Got it. 2 gone.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. And a ground ball to first. The flip to the pitcher covering. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Dodgers go down quietly, scoreless after 1. Game 1 of the World Series. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Glass now back to work. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. And a foul ball.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You've got to be sharp.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Hernandez hustling after it. Lays out and makes the play.
Really nice job of tracking that one down. I noticed some initial hesitation, ball off the bat. Didn't look like he got a great read, but he made up for it by closing on it quickly, laid out and hauled it in.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Climb the ladder with that fastball. Strike 1. Fought off foul. No score here in the second. And now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now one miss.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Glass now, ready to deals. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boo. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike.
Two-seam fastball has been very consistent. He's been able to throw it to both sides of the plate and some really good arm side run.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Out to short, Betts. Tosses to first, and that is that. Nothing to it for the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the power hitting catcher, Will Smith. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way. James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
Next offering upstairs. That one fouled off. Scherzer deals. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Lucas under it. He makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
That is it. The center fielder, Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And there's a strike. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
1 gone, runner at first. Muncy digs in. Fastball is outside. Man at first, 1 away. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And now 2 balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting 7, the left
Here's
fielder,
Kike Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And that's going to be ruled a swing.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat, you jog back to the dugout.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Varsho. And makes the grab. And that will end the inning. 1 left for L.A. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. New inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Addison Barger. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Breaking ball misses down and away. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Nothing but curveball so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep.
And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. In the dirt. Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 1 and 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Here's Andres Jimenez. That one is absolutely belted. Hernandez drop step going back. And caught on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And the batter is George Springer. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Right down to shoot. 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. You take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Glasgow picks the first. Barker dives back in safely. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, you got the hitter already be chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Got him looked in. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Blue Jays held in check. Still no score. Back here at Chavez Ravine, digging in. Tommy Max Scherzer back to work. Trying to bunt his way on. Scoops it up barehanded. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the barehand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
And aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit in the air left field. Lucas on the move to the alley. He's got it. And there's one down.
Hello.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw there. Safe.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Man at second. Swings through that one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Hopped up. Jimenez has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's Mookie Betts. Struck out swinging his first time. And there's a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of the World Series. And downstairs. Turns and fires the Betts. Foul ball still, 1-2 count.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he held up. Two outs. And it remains 2-2. That one almost got him.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. And ball 4 to a board.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Breaking ball misses down and away. Back to right. Gardner on the move. And that's the third out. So they strand a pair. On to the fourth now in game number 1. We're tied 0-0. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Nathan Lucas. Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, these Jays just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
2 strikes.
And a rope into center field, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
So important to get into the fielding position as you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The tag, and he's in there. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now Alejandro Kirk. Inside, almost got him.
Counts 1-0.
One on, nobody out. A run in at top half of inning number 4. In the dirt, and the runner holds. And ball 4 to a board.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
First and second, no outs. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And fouled off. Varsho needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Yeah, making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
No swing, just held it back there. First and second here, no outs. Fouled off the plate, they'll do it again. That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Guerrero, the lead runner.
Hey, no te vayas ahí.
At first with no outs.
Ya la va a quitar la muñequita.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Swung on, belted. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. A run comes in on the play.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That'll be it for Glass now. And the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for the Dodgers, number 70.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Golden opportunity right here. And that one is lifted in the air. Pajes drops into the glove, and that is a big first out. And now the right fielder, Addison Barger.
High pressure situation here. You can't afford to leave a runner at third in the postseason. It usually comes back to bite you.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And that one's a little bit low, and it's 1-1.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
That one not close. 2 balls and a strike.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Second and third, 1 away. Swings and misses. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Went down on strikes his first time through. Right through there for a strike. second and third, 2 down.
Ball 1. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On now to the bottom of the 4th. Blue Jays 2, and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go, bottom 4th. The batter now will be Will Smith. Max Scherzer goes to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
That one ripped, but foul.
One ball, 2 strikes.
That one outside, and it's 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Barker makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder,
And now Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hernandez measures 6 feet even, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. In the air to left center. Lucas sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
The third baseman, number 13, Max.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. His first at bat was a strikeout. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike. Yep, that ball went out.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at bat strikeout.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Fastball is outside. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Clement makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers down in order, and they're down 2-0. Game 1 of the World Series. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And a base hit, so a runner aboard to start the inning.
The batter, number 4. Designated hitter.
Back to the top of the lineup, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there's 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
So up next, Nathan Lucas, 1 for 2. First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Runner takes off. Throw to second. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Foul ball there. Next pitch misses inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That one 95 to finish him off. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
On the corner for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Makes the catch, and that is that. 1 left for Toronto, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Back here in L.A., we head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Enrique Hernandez. Scherzer back to work. Slice to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Tommy.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first in time, and they get Edman for the out.
The right fielder, number 44,
Andy Pajas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Fly to left his first time. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I've worked hard all year. Go out, have fun. Trust your ability.
You know, Singy, there are some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you know, you get to the World Series, that's what...
Falefa throws to first in time. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Still nothing on the scoreboard for them after 5. Blue Jays 2 and the Dodgers nothing. All set for the top of the 6th. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Alejandro Kirk. Fastball for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Short grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And now Dalton Varsho. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. Runner on the go. And a foul ball. Kirk gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
First and second, no outs. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. First and second, no outs here in game 1 of the World Series. And that's off the inside edge. And the count 2-1. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Flips it behind his back. On the money, nice play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Addison Barker next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1. That one ripped. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. The 1-1. And there's a ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's outside. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa on deck for the Blue Jays. 2 outs and a runner at third. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Comes through with the RBI. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Now here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. That's a strike. High fly ball out into left center field. Hernandez settles underneath it, and that'll do it. back here at Chavez Ravine. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Shohei Ohtani. And that's a little bit high. Ball one.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
In there at the knees for a strike.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Next offering is downstairs. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. That one a little bit high, and it's a full count.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Ohtani with a swing. High fly ball, driven deep to right. This looks like extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double. All over that one right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Here's Mookie to hit. He is struck out, and he is walked. And that is out of play. Fouled off. He was late. Foul ball, still 0-2. Fly ball down the line. Fair ball. Here's Ohtani flying around third. And he boots it. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. This one's got a chance. To the warning track, makes the catch. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding
Now
that in this ballpark.
the catcher, Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
And that one fouled off.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
And strike 2. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Mad Max notches the K.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, There's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He is singled and he is flied to left. First pitch misses. And that one fouled off. Betts at third with 2 away. That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 1-2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab on the run. That is the inning. Dodgers with a run-scoring double, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, number 86.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the shortstop, Andres Jimenez. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up. Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Misses off the plate, and it's 2-0. Just missed. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Lake Trinan up and throwing. Number 80 getting loose as well. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
So, man aboard, Nathan Lucas. Next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. Springer on the run. Fly ball center field. Hernandez puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. In the dirt, and that is ball 1. That one missed. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And it remains 2-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Blue Jays held in check. but they still lead it 3-1.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Braden Fisher.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
For the Dodgers,
Max Muncy at the dish.
Max Muncy.
Both starters out of this ball game. It now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Up and in, ball 2. That one fouled off. This one in the air, center field, Varsho. And there's one down.
The left fielder, number 8,
Kike Hernandez at the plate. Fisher measures 6 feet 4 inches, 24 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Not close with that one. Ball 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Shane Bieber appears to be getting loose. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Line drive, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now Andy Pajes. Yeah, that's fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Fought off foul. Next pitch is outside.
2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
That one out to right. Barker snags it on the run. So the Dodgers leave 1. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Blake Trinan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in, Alejandro Kirk, known for his late inning heroics. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Blue Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Varsho, batting with 1 down, takes the strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
That one not close. And a count 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Backdoor cutter right there, if you will, and he got the call. According to the electronic strike zone, it was a little off the plate, but I'd say it was a nice job by the catcher just to receive that and present it to the umpire to make it look like it was a strike. It was that cutting action, I think, that helped it almost clip the corner.
Now, Ernie Clement. That one's in there, 0-1. Two down, nobody on. High fly ball out to center field. Hernandez settles underneath it. Makes the grab, and that is that.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brendan Little.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Shohei Ohtani digs in now.
Designated hitter, Shohei.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Ball 1 there. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Next one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone. Now this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate. And that drops in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here. In the dirt, blocked.
in there safely. Ohtani into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
With the tying run at the plate here in Game 1 of the World Series. The shortstop takes the ball. And the batter now, George Springer.
Tonight for Toronto, the designated hitter, George Springer.
And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That missed by a lot. Going to count 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. And it's fouled away. Glass now, ready and deals. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Stays alive. One out, base is empty. And 1-2. And that's outside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground. Betts up with it. On the run. Throw to first. And they get the out. Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And first offering is fouled off. And fires in a fastball at 95. Next pitch misses way outside. Swing and a miss at a slider. Smith gathers, throws. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Max Scherzer.
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
We go to the bottom of the first. At the plate, Shohei Ohtani. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. outside.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. And that one almost got him. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Here's Mookie now. And a foul ball.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
So here's Scherzer. Ohtani on at first. Nobody out. Oh, 2 now. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Mookie Betts down on strikes. Here's Freddie Freeman now. Sliced hard but foul. Man at first, one away. Runner takes off. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that is downstairs. And the count is 1-2. And delivers outside. Slider misses outside.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Runner goes again. Go to second, and he's safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Will Smith to the plate. That catches the corner.
The crowd here has been fired up even before the first pitch for this series, and they'll go crazy right here if they can take an early first-inning lead.
And that's too high. Fastball catches the corner at the knees. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. One left for LA. We played an inning, no score. Game one of the World Series. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Alejandro Kirk. Glass now back to work. Kirk getting the start at catcher, 26 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Right through there for a strike. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. And that's down and away.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
Outside. And now it's 3-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Second inning here, no score. Swings through that.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And the slider just misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And that one is in the dirt. 2-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
One down, base is empty. Ripped on the ground to second. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
That is it. The third baseman, Ernie Clement.
So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way.
Swing and a miss, and a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside with a breaking ball. A little bit low.
3-2.
2 out, space is empty. Got him looking. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. Blue Jays go down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
The center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Max Scherzer back to work. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Fouled off left side. Just missed.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Here's Muncy to hit. Muncy hits a high fly ball, right field. That one is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 1 out, nobody on. And here's the veteran outfielder, Kike Hernandez. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Kirk snags it for the 2nd out.
Batting it, the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
2 down, bases empty. Tommy Edman at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of the World Series. And that's a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
The pitch. And they'll do it again. Two outs.
Ball. Down.
And that's outside. 1 run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. That funky Muncy with the homer for L.A. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is the World Series on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, on to the 3rd inning. Now it's the right fielder, Addison Barger. Pitch misses there. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Late with the swing there.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, and it beats him for the 1st out after the drop 3rd strike. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Base knock center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting up.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Andres Jimenez. That clips the corner. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
So the lineup flips over. Here's George Springer. Led off the game with a strikeout. Glasnow picks to first. Kiner-Falefa dives back in. Popped up. Freeman. Squeezes it. And that is that. One left for Toronto. They're down 1-0. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Max Scherzer goes to work. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that's a fair ball.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Led off the bottom of the first with a walk. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Next offering is fouled back. That one misses. 1-2 to count.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
1-2 now. On the ground, could be 2. To second, that's 1. On to first in time. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Betts. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Scherzer deals. Not even close there. And the count is 3-1. Freddie Freeman up next for the Dodgers. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
On the ground to third. Zips it across, and Betts is set down. And that is the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the fourth now in game number 1. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing. Back here in L.A., John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Nathan Lucas. And that skips into dirt.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And a big swing and a miss.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Just misses with that one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That one the other way. Makes the grab, one down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Bangs off the wall. Around first, digging for 2. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
One out, runner at second. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Alejandro Kirk. And the first offering is not close. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. 2 on, 1 out. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Grounded out his first time.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 1 of the World Series.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
That misses. It's 2-2. And that one upstairs. Ernie Clement in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two on, one out. Fights it off. You'll see another. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments where everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Struck out looking his first time. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Blue Jays down a run. Late swing, fouled off. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Bases loaded, two down. Top half of inning number 4. Missed inside with the curve. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Bottom 4, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Rips that one to right. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out fly and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Struck out swinging his first time. Connor Falefa. Off balance feed. There's one. On to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Struck out swinging his first time. There's the strike. In there at the knees, and it's 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And the next pitch is way outside.
Down.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Varsho settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. One hit in the inning, but no one left. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing.
Now pitching for
Number 80 comes on now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so his bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So digging in, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
One bright spot for the visitors is the fact that their opponent has already eaten into the bullpen. They can still change the course of the entire series even if they lose game 1.
The changeup missing. 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. 1 away.
Now batting.
And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Jimenez. The bullpen. Blake Trinan looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 86 also throwing. Late swing, foul to the left. The other way, and foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Line drive, base hit.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And the batter is George Springer. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the fifth. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
He goes down looking. So 2 down now, and here. Way high with that one. Ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
2 outs. And another ball. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 2. And that one is in for a strike.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-1.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-2 gets a piece and stays alive. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Coming around third is Jimenez. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Go ahead, run on base. Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. That misses, and that is ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Two on, 2 outs. Swings through that one out in front that time. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. First and second, 2 down. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. Game 1 of the World Series. And at the plate for the strikes.
You know, these Dodgers need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Next pitch misses, and it's 3-0.
3-0.
And there's the automatic.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Fastball for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the funky Muncie is stifled by the strikeout.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Hernandez takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. That's the third. Jimenez. And it gets by him. And they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
The second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Struck out swinging his first time. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Just missed. Liner, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he's out.
Yes, you're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Top 6, and now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers will climb. Up and loosening in the pen. Number 86 warming up as well. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Go ahead run on base. Next to hit, Ernie Clement, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Line drive, caught. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
The batter, the right fielder, Addison Barger.
So up next, Addison Barger. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Up the middle, Betts. To first, that's the 3rd out. Nothing across here this half. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. All tied 1-1. Bottom of the 6th inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. Foul ball there. Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That's outside. Now 1-2.
Count.
Scherzer gets the punch out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Bases empty, 1 away here in game 1 of the World Series. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 down, bases empty. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering way upstairs. On the ground, right side. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Here's the 0-2. And a slider misses down and away.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Center field. Varsho after it. And that is the third out of the inning.
Now pitching for the
Will
Dodgers,
Klein on to pitch out of the pen
number
here.
61. Will Klein.
Now it's the second
Leading off the
baseman,
Blue Jays,
Isaiah
the second baseman,
Kiner-Falefa.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
One and one.
And that's in there at the knees. Good eye right there. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And there's the ball. Line to left. And that's down, a base hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Go-ahead run on base. Andres Jimenez will hit next. The shortstop takes the ball. With the go-ahead run at first here in the late stages of game one. And that one fouled off. Kiner-Falefa on the go. Ground ball left side. Down the line, and it's foul. Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Hit in the air, right field. And there's one down. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. That one hooked foul. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. And the go-ahead run into scoring position. One away.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Lucas in the box now, takes strike one. Nothing happening on the bases, though. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swings and misses, struck him out. Blew the express right by it for strike three.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And fouled off. Runner edges away at second. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Braden Fisher.
Braden Fisher.
Here is
Leading
Freddie
up
Freeman.
for the Dodgers, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball one.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
And he can't come up with it. And now Will Smith. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing it.
2 out.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from
Now
start to finish.
Center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Just off the outside edge. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. That one lifted to left. Lucas on his way over. He's got it, and the inning is over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Blake Trinan.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, 49. Blake Trinan.
Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. Kind of players that we see day in, day out. Tap foul at the plate.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Misses the sweeper.
0-2 is the count.
That's towards center. And it's caught for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
Now batting, third baseman, Ernie.
So in Ernie Clement. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Trinan, 36 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2011. There's the strike.
That's in. Ball 2.
And there's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the World Series. In the air, right field, Pajes brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. Fisher back to work. That one outside. Ball 1. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And that one fouled off. Fought off foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Dave Roberts turning to his bench for a new bat. Hesung Kim. And this is a big at-bat in this ball game. Bunting for a hit. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Squares the bunt, but that rolls foul. Now the 0-1. Bunting, but that's a foul ball.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
In the air of the infield, and the infield fly is called.
The right fielder, number 44,
Andy Pajes digs in now. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I've worked hard all year. Go out, have fun, trust your ability.
You know, Siggy, there are some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you know, you get to the World Series, that's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there can be some luck involved. So you just got to shake it off, go out there, know that this is a rare opportunity, and just play your best.
And there's 2 away. Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two outs. Just misses. And it's 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a...
Clement over to first. And they get Ohtani. All right, ready to get underway. Now it's the DH, George Springer. Outside low, and the series is underway. Slider right there.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Innings, and the count's even at 2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Kicks and fires. Not close with that one. Full count, 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Springer on the run. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Fastball for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And a swing and a miss there. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Springer up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring. Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. And today's starter, Max Scherzer.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Swing and a foul straight back. So here's Scherzer.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And takes low for ball 1.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Comes a 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Now it's Mookie Betts. There's a strike. And that's outside.
1 strike.
Next offering is down low. And a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound. Because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Breaking ball inside, and the count 2-1. 2 out, space is empty. That one missed.
1 strike.
Will Smith waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Two down, nobody on. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Guerrero. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Scoreless after one. Game one of the World Series. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Henderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. And a ball evens the count. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering is outside. Swing and a ball popped up. Muncy hauls it in, and there's one away. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Game one of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way.
Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
That one finds the zone. Now 2-1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
That misses the zone. 3-1.
1 strike.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
One down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So 2 down now, and here is Addison Barger. Splits the plate. Strike one. Barger goes 5 feet 11 inches, 210 pounds, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2018. Next offering is in for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And this is inside. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Now the throw to first on the run, and it beats him. What a play. Nothing doing here this half. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. The batter now will be Will Smith.
The catcher, Will Smith.
Max Scherzer back to work. Here's a rocket out to left. Lucas puts it away for the out. One down.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Teoscar.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. That's in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And ball 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Tries to check his swing, but he makes contact. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Nice job of deception right there by the pitcher. Got the hitter out there a little bit. Couldn't check his swing and induces a nice little ground out.
Here's Max Muncy. And he hits a ground ball right side. Little Baltimore chop action for the base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting seventh, the left fielder.
Here's Kike Hernandez. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Inside, just missed. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Lucas on the move to the gap. He's got it, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Dodger Stadium, top half of the third inning, and now for the Jays, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Glass now, back to work. Just missed. And that one popped in the air, left field. Hernandez. And there's one down. Here's Andres Gimenez. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes to preventing runs from being scored. This guy is a big contributor. And a curve misses outside. 1-0.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-1. And a strike in there.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Fouled off the plate. Top of the third, no score. stays alive. Next one is off the play. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Here's George Springer. Walked and stole a base his first time. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the postseason success continues for him.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So up next, Nathan Lucas. Flied to left his first time. Gets the outside corner with that one.
0-1.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in game 1 of the World Series. Grounder might be 2. There's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
How about the first baseman, Guerrero Jr.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Flying to left his first time. And that is out of play. Jimenez at third. Lucas on at first with 2 down. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Blue Jays leave a pair, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here in L.A., and here comes Tommy Edman.
Second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Max Scherzer goes to work. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Outside, that's a ball.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And now it's filled up. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Hot shot to third. Fires over to Guerrero. And they get Edman for the out.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, Andy Pajes.
So digging in, Andy Pajes. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I've worked hard all year. Go out, have fun. Trust your ability.
You know, Siggy, there's some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you know, you get to the World Series. That's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there. There could be some luck involved. So you just got to shake it off. Go out there. Know that this is a rare opportunity and just play your best.
Scherzer deals. That one not close. And the count is 2-2. In the air, center field. Varsho should have this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated
Shohei
hitter,
Ohtani up to the dish. Went down on strikes his first time through. Foul ball. Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. And that one fouled off. Swings and misses. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-0.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And it is 2-1.
2-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And the right-hander's 3-1. And a foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. 0 for 1 so far. Inside, ball 1. Varsho needs just 1 more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. 4th inning underway, no score.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. He'll touch them all. His 2nd homer of this series, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
One down. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that one is inside. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Ball to strike. The pitch. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. That'll be it for Glass now. And he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching for
number 70 into the game.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now here is Addison Barger. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Jays open it up with a solo homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the 4th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Ball 1, no strikes. That's down and in.
2 balls, no strikes.
Next pitch way upstairs.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in his zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Next offered in there for a strike. And now 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Turns and fires to Betts. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake the team up with the free pass.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Grounded out his first time. just missed. That one hit to right. Barker makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. He's 0 for 1. Fastball is outside.
That's ball 2.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in. Elevate his pitch.
That missed inside. And now 3-0. Teoscar Hernandez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a strike.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Luke.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Here's Teoscar
The
Hernandez.
center fielder,
Grounded out his
Teoscar
first time up.
Hernandez.
There's a strike.
0-1.
Popped up. Guerrero. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. 1 left for LA, and it remains 1-0. Game 1 of the World Series.
The second baseman.
And now for the Jays, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Just missed. Kiner-Falefa measures 5 feet 10 inches, 29 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Hawaii. Grounds one to short. On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit. He reached out a walk his first time. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Base is empty, 1 away here in game 1 of the World Series. Swings through it for the K. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
And that one clips the corner. That's a strike. And a count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, And it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They lead it 1-0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And now it's Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
Right through there for a strike. It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
The left fielder, number 8.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Yeah, that's fouled off. The Dodgers down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
That was a well-executed slider ready for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. First time up, he grounded to third. That clips the corner.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Fouled off left side. Ball 1 there.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Out to center. Varsho after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that ends the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And the batter now, Nathan Lucas. Just off the inside edge. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Lake Trinan, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Number 86, also getting ready. That one finds the zone, and the count even 1-1. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The 2-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. And there's 1 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. That one close, rule the ball. 1-1. There's a strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 2 in this one. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play.
The center fielder, number 5, Dalton Varsho.
So 2 down now, and here is Dalton Varsho. He went deep back in the 4th. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Hit in the air, center field. Hernandez puts it away, and that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. Back here in L.A., and now the right fielder, Andy Pappas. Scherzer back to work. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Dodgers, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And there's a ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's sometimes where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball. Got him swinging. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Back to the top of the diamond.